Once again this week, I'm going to be joining Shannon from our herd of turtles, Chelsea at Arispy Land, and Tiffany over at Blessed Bears, and they are all sharing Trim Healthy Mama meals for their large family and how they're staying on plan this week. So what I'm going to be sharing with you is a bunch of on-plan meals for Trim Healthy Mama and a few that are Whole30 that I'm going to share with you how I tweak them to be Trim Healthy Mama and stay on plan. I didn't share everything that we ate this last week because a lot of it was either not videoed because of just busy life and I'm not remembering, or it really wasn't that tweakable. A few of them were like what you would consider a crossover for Trim Healthy Mama, and too many fats, too many carbs, but Whole30 doesn't worry about that. And if you're curious about our Whole30 journey, come back for another video on that. But make sure you check out all those channels. I have links to their channels below, and I have the playlist linked below, so you can go check them out and support them. And I hope you enjoy this video. Today is day 5 of our Whole30 for March, and breakfast is kind of jumbled today because some people left early for some ministry work and other people are home. Those that left got eggs. I don't know if they were fried or scrambled, but they got eggs for breakfast this morning, and the kids who stayed here, they each got some fried eggs, and then I added some veggies. I didn't add veggies to theirs today. I know you're supposed to have veggies on the side. We just were late, so we quick ate it, but I threw in some spinach and the leftover peppers and onions from yesterday, because yesterday this is how they had their omelets, with cut up bacon, red peppers, the bell peppers, and red onion and spinach. My yolks, I keep saying yolks when I'm trying to say yolks. My yolks all broke when I flipped my eggs, so that's why it looks like that, but it's still going to taste good. I'm going to go eat this, drink my coffee with no stevia. I put in MCT oil, coconut oil, and nut pods, vanilla in it. And so I'm going to go eat this and then start our day, and I will do my best to bring you lunch and what the family's going to eat for lunch and dinner. Dinner is going to be, I have pizza night at our house every Friday night. So this is the first Friday without homemade pizza. And I know the kids are going to miss it, but I found a recipe for some pizza bowls that hopefully they will enjoy. Alright, hey everybody. This week, on this month actually, our family's eating the Whole30, but I'm going to record Whole30 meals and show you how they're also compatible, that is not the right word. I'm going to show you also how you can make them and tweak them into Trim Healthy Mama, or they already are Trim Healthy Mama. You're going to see my breakfasts are mostly Trim Healthy Mama. They're on plan S's, because there will be no E's except if I'm eating potatoes, which I shared with you in this video, a chicken and potato recipe, and I explained how to make it an E for Trim Healthy Mama. Today we're having egg salad again because we had it earlier in the week and the kids loved it and they all said, make egg salad. Why do I keep calling it egg salad? Chicken salad. So I'm going to share with you us making egg salad. Oh, I did it again.
It's okay.
I'm not going to say it right. We're having this for lunch right here. I'm going to show you it, and then a few other things throughout the next few days of what we're eating and what we ate that you can eat for Whole30, but you can also tweak around for Trim Healthy Mama. So I have vegetables here. I'm going to be cutting up an orange bell pepper, some red onion, and some lettuce to put in a salad, and then the pepper and the onion are going to go in the chicken salad. Abigail is cutting up the chicken, and hopefully she won't cut off a finger. I showed her how to do it, and we're going to do that. I have this Whole30 mayo that I'm going to put in it, but for Trim Healthy Mama you don't have to use this one, but this is a healthier version of it, of mayonnaise. Or you can make your own, whatever mayonnaise you want to use. My husband found these at Grocery Outlet for, I think, maybe $3 each. These were $2 each, and these are $3 each. So for Whole30, these were $6 at Target, and my husband got them half price. So we're stocked up pretty good. But I'm curious what this rosemary garlic one tastes like. So that looks really good. And then this one is spread and dip, so I don't know what the difference is. I got to check out. I haven't really paid attention much to this, what the difference is between that and this. This is mayonnaise, vegan mayo, I have to check it out. Oh, this has some sort of, what is that, almonds or something? Whatever that nut stuff is. Alright, I'll take a look at that later and figure out what the difference is. I read the ingredients in the Tajin. How do you say this? Tajin? Tajin. This is really great on tacos and different things. But I read the ingredients, and then I looked up one ingredient, and it took me to a Whole30 forum, and everybody was talking about whether or not you can have that that additive in it. And most everybody said, yeah, according to the Whole30 rules, you can have it. But what it is sounds gross type of thing, you know, which preservatives, yes, that's exactly how they are. We also have a bowl of broccoli that Abigail cut up yesterday for our lunch. And we have, this is all the leftovers from that giant bag. So we're going to whip this up and I'll show it to you when we're done. I'm going to share with you another meal. It is called the Whole30 Pizza Bowls. But as I'm making this, this is totally doable with Trim Healthy Mama, the way it is written on here. You basically are taking some turkey sausage and you're cooking it up with some vegetables, and then you're going to put some tomatoes and pizza sauce into it, or you can make your own pizza sauce with tomato sauce like I did, and you're going to be putting that on top of zoodles, or you can put it on top of an on-plan noodle for Trim Healthy Mama. You can probably put it on top of some pasta, some dream fields. You can put it on top of... for kids, you probably put it on some brown rice for crossover. That'd be really good. You can make an on-plan bread, like that 15-minute focaccia bread that's in the Trim Healthy table. I've made that in a video a couple videos ago. It's really good. You probably put this on top of that in a bowl. It'd be really good. So what we're doing tonight, so there's lots of ways to make this even better for Trim Healthy Mama. It suggests zucchini spirals, but I'm not a really big fan of those. Oh, those shirataki noodles, whatever they're called, you know what I mean. Those noodles that are like, have that fish smell, you gotta rinse them a whole lot. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna put it on top of spinach. We're gonna put spinach in our bowls, and the only topping I have is black olives. I went according to the recipe, and it said to put them in it, but I'm like, I'm just gonna put it on top because some of the kids really aren't big fans. You probably can get a whole bunch of different vegetables and put it in here. And instead of cutting up an onion and stuff, I used a bag of seasoning blend that I got at Walmart in the, whoa, that cup's on the edge, that I got in the frozen. All right, so for like $1.18, there's a bag of cut up peppers, onions, I think they're green, red, yeah. So anyway, it smells really good. I'm gonna show it to you. It smells amazing. Now, what I did, I used chicken Italian sausage. I found one that had no added sugars in it. So, woohoo, hallelujah. I have 2 of these. I cooked up 2 pounds. With our family, I probably should have got 3. I wasn't thinking. If this tastes as good as it smells and as good as I'm just so excited to eat this tonight, because some of the meals have been such a bomb. The last 2 days, God has been good and given me good recipes. But if this tastes good, this will probably be our Friday night dinner, and I will do 3 pounds next time. Or I probably could put in, no, they cost the same. I think they were around $3.50 for this, and that's how much roughly a pound of ground beef is. If I were to put a pound of ground beef, I'd have to put more spices in and stuff, but I'm sure there's something I can do to make it cost less. It is a higher cost meal because of the finer sausage. If I were going to use like regular Italian sausage, like pork sausage, you could use one of those for Trim Healthy Mama and it would still taste really good. But I do have leftover broccoli that's still cut up that we had with lunch, and they can have that on the side. So we're going to eat. I will put my bowl together and I will share it with you. And once again, if I forget to put the recipe link down below and you want it, just put it in the comments and I will remember to put it then afterwards. I always forget to put the links. I say it, but I'm reminding you and reminding me when I edit the video, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I have some kids that are gonna put the red pepper flakes on it. I know there is the cheese seasoning. Did I mention this the other day? This is great for Trim Healthy Mama as well. All right, these are Flavor God seasonings. These are always on sale. I bought a whole bunch of them a few months back and I got a really great deal on it. And every Tuesday they have a $2 Tuesday where one of their spices are $2. Now not all of them are great, but they have a bunch of keto ones. All right, and this chocolate donut, so you know, keto is a Trim Healthy Mama S. This chocolate donut is keto friendly. It's amazing. This is so good. I put this on plan ice cream.
Hey.
And we put it, my kids put it in their coffee. The dogs are fighting right now, play fighting, that's what all that noise is. But these are fantastic. We cannot have this because there is honey in that one. But this nacho seasoning, the nacho cheese, and the regular cheese seasoning, it's nutritional yeast and spices. And then they have this ghost seasoning that's really good. These are the things that I usually put on my pizza, and they have a ranch one that's amazing, but there's buttermilk in it. So we're not gonna use that tonight. So I'm gonna leave out the cheese and the nacho cheese, and everything is one of my favorites. I love putting this on eggs, and then there's the everything spicy. Oh, this is so good. This is really, really, really good. But the ranch is our favorite besides the chocolate donut. They have a cinnamon roll and a gingerbread cookie. I wanna get those again one day. So we're gonna eat, and I'll show it to you in a minute. I already started eating, and I forgot to show you. So this is basically how it looks. You put some spinach on it and it starts wilting. Amelia is done.
Almost done.
Should we have this again for dinner after the Whole30?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackson, you don't like it? These guys on this side of the table like it. The dog wants some. You want some? You want some? So we're trying to figure out what we can put on it. So I said to the children, how about, you've heard of biscuits and gravy, so why not biscuits and pizza gravy? I like that idea. They're saying no. We gotta find out something. You got any suggestions? Whoa. Got any suggestions of what we can put on this after the Whole30? Rice. Speak words.
Hunger.
What do you say? Hunger?
Sugar.
Sugar, yeah. Full of sugar. Anyways, this is a really good dinner. For dessert tonight, I made the children a smoothie that I just made extra thick, so it was like ice cream. And it was frozen pineapple, frozen mango, a banana. You're supposed to use coconut milk, but I didn't have any. Well, I have some, but I need it for a recipe. It's stuff in a can. I've been making it all week for them, and they love it. And there's no added sugar to it, and you blend it all together with a little bit of almond milk you add so that it the banana's not frozen, so that it's not too thick. And I even had some, and I'm not a big mango fan. It was really, really, really good. Now I just found a recipe. I searched Pinterest because I'm cold, so I left my window open and went to a cold bedroom, and so now I'm cold. I wanted something warm, so I looked up Whole30 dessert. So I found this cereal. Well, let me see what it's called again. Easy apple cinnamon hot cereal. It's paleo, however you say that, and vegan, and there's no added sugar to it. So let me show you what I got. Here it is. In it is 1 apple sauteed in some coconut oil, along with some cinnamon and nutmeg, and cashews, walnuts, and pecans. And then I added, you're supposed to add coconut, so I added coconut flour because I didn't have any coconut. I added less, and it thickened up real good with a cup of almond milk. And then I let it boil so it got really thick. And then I put a banana and some almond butter on top of it. Now, if you were to do this with Trim Healthy Mama, you totally could do, like if you're pregnant or nursing, this would be like an amazing crossover because I used half of a banana. And then I drizzle this, that's the almond butter. But there's got to be a way to do this, maybe without the nuts, and make it a Trim Healthy Mama S or an E, because this is so good. And the cinnamon and nutmeg. And there's no sugar in it. So if you wanted to make this for Trim Healthy Mama, omit the nuts, because the nuts are the fat, and probably the almond butter too. You probably can make some peanut chunky butter and spread it on top, because that's a fuel pull on top of this. You know, make it a little bit runny and drizzle it. And you can use whatever sweetener you want. And you could totally make this a Trim Healthy Mama E dessert. Now, you probably not want as big of a bowl as this. I gotta tell you, one of the hardest things I'm having to do right now is to retrain my brain, because I'm thinking, oh, I can't eat this. This is wrong, you know, because of Trim Healthy Mama. As is, this is a too many carbs and too many fats together. But I'm thinking, well, it's all whole foods. It's all real. There's no sugar in it. There's no, you know, there's no processed foods in it. You know, there's no added chemicals or nitrates and things like that. So I've had to keep reminding myself through this journey, even though it's only been 5 days, that it's okay. But when I do make a meal that is Trim Healthy Mama, like breakfast was, it's like, it's very satisfying to say, okay, I can do this, you know? It's crazy. I'll bring you meals tomorrow. This is the end of today. This is Friday. Dinner is still a hit. My son ate dinner a little bit late and he just gobbled his up in like so quick. But I'm gonna go eat this and I'll bring you meals from over the weekend. For the first time, I made ghee. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Could totally. Did Jackson say no?
No, I didn't say
You
that.
could see through it. Such a beautiful color. Well, what I did was I followed, I watched, I think 2 videos, and then I found one from Alaska Prepper, and I really like his channel for prepping and different things of going on, and he cans a lot, so I like watching his canning videos. He just did some beef stew. That's his channel with a current video. But anyway, here's all the milk solids that are left in the back of my pan. Now, right now in the Whole30, you're not supposed to have dairy, so that's why we're separating this to have some butter and stuff. So I was saying, ghee is dairy-free butter? Is that right? That sounds so weird because it's made with cream. But people suggest that you can use this, and what the Alaskan Prepper said, that he's going to put some garlic in his and then put it on a steak. So if you are eating dairy, that's what you can do. You can scrape this and add it to different things, or use it as oil even also. But this, you don't have to put it in the refrigerator. It has, it's shelf stable. You can stick it on the counter. So I'm really excited because I used 4 sticks of butter, so a pound of butter to make this. And I used unsalted butter. I haven't tasted it yet, but it smells good, doesn't it? And it has that nutty smell that they were talking about. I used the Walmart butter. I did not use anything fancy. You can use probably whichever butter that you want. It doesn't have to be, you can use salted if you want it. You can use organic or not organic. It's whatever butter that you want is the butter that you choose to make it with. And mine boiled longer than all the videos that I watched. Mine boiled probably, it took about 15 minutes for all the, you know, the foam that's on top, which is all the milk solids, to finally disappear and settle to the bottom. So I just wanted to share this with you. If you are a Trim Healthy Mama, this is also something that you can use for Trim Healthy Mama, because there are many recipes that call for ghee, and this would be great for that. And if you're dairy free, this would probably be even better, so that you can have some butter. Today's Sunday, and our church services start at 1 o'clock. We're blessed in that area because we've always rented from other churches and had to have them afterwards, but that has nothing to do with our food. So today's breakfast, oh, I didn't show you breakfast. Breakfast was really good. You can't Trim Healthy Mama-fy what we had for breakfast. It was totally Whole30 or non-Trim Healthy Mama, non-keto. It was, I made hash browns, I shredded the potatoes and fried them in the pan with some coconut oil, and then I fried 2 eggs, and everybody loved it. And I put on some, what did I use? I used the Everything Spicy seasoning from the Flavor Gods. I put ghee in the eggs, which was kind of tasty. Oh, and I also put ghee in my coffee, which was kind of gross. I'm never doing that again.
Jackson.
And that's what, oh, I had some hot sauce. We were reading all the ingredients of all our hot sauces, and we're finding that some of them are approved for Whole30 because there's no all those additives and all that stuff and the any sort of sweeteners, which has been really nice. But some of them have modified cornstarch in it, and that's the only thing. So, which is the one that I had today, and I didn't have my glasses on when I was reading it. I didn't see the word sugar, so I ate it, but it was really hot, so I only used a little bit. But it was really good, okay? It was like a hot salsa that I found at a Mexican grocery store around here. So today we're having chicken shawarma, all right? This is a Whole30 meal, but this can totally be used in any, this can be keto. If you follow any other diets, you can probably eat this, as long as, you know, of course, if you're a vegetarian, you're not going to eat this. There's nothing in this recipe because it's just for the chicken. And then you put, you cook it on a sheet pan and in the oven. So it's like a sheet pan meal. And then I'm going to cook, have some vegetables and potatoes on the side. But he's putting the dishes away. So you start off with chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And then you have all these spices. All these spices we're going to put on here. I got paprika, garlic, onion, allspice, cumin, pepper, salt, turmeric. Oh, I don't need this. This is not one. cinnamon, and I don't need bay leaves. I think I was just moving things around. And then the avocado oil. So I'm going to whip this up, and I'm going to put them in this pan to marinate while we're at church, and then cook it when we get home. And then tonight I will share it with you how it looks and how it tastes and everything, because this would be, if this turns out good, because I'm really excited about chicken shawarma. I've never had shawarma of any kind, so I'm looking forward to this. So if it's a success, we will let you know. And as I mentioned, you could totally eat this on Trim Healthy Mama. So right now I am broiling the chicken. It said to get it so it's a little crispy, so we're waiting on that. That's how much it made. It made a lot. I had like probably 5.5 pounds of chicken thighs. So my husband tasted it, said it's good. My son said it needs more salt. And I added the ghee and basil to the green beans. It tastes really good, really good. So when we do eat, I will share this with you, how it looks on my plate and how we like it. It smells like cinnamon. Amelia, you ready for some Middle Eastern food? Do you know what this is called?
Chicken, nope.
Chicken shawarma.
Chicken shawarma.
All right. So I also have some potatoes, and I told you about the green beans, but here's the shawarma. The kids are going to eat it. I tasted a piece. It's very strong in the cinnamon department. I think this is going to be a new favorite. And then I'm thinking for Trim Healthy Mama, we're going to put this over some cauliflower rice. I probably could have did it for Whole30, but brown rice for a crossover, or a healthy crossover for your kids.
Here.
There's not a whole lot of potatoes, guys, so take like, 5 or 6 so that there's enough for everybody. I just cooked till I filled the tray. It says to put in a pita, so I figured when after Whole30 we can put this in a, what's that thing called? The Joseph's pita. So there's my dinner. And I have a pineapple strawberry LaCroix. So this side of the plate is great for Trim Healthy Mama, and all of this is just delicious. I hope you enjoyed all the meals that I shared. They are, like I mentioned, mostly all Whole30, but I shared with you how you can tweak them to Trim Healthy Mama and how you can feed a large family with that. So we are a family of 9. There's 7 of us. Some kids are picky, some kids aren't. So it all depends on the meal, of course. So don't forget to check out the playlist and all the other channels that are joining in this collab, and check out what they're feeding their families, their large families, and staying on plan with Trim Healthy Mama. And be a blessing.